Hello, everyone. Of course, this is your voice forever chosen, aka Jason Paul. Welcome to the live today. Welcome to my page here today. It's been a while since I've done the live. Um, I've been busy with doing other things, but today I'm not going to be on here very long. But we got to get some things addressed, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for someone to come up right now because we got to figure out what's going on here and how this happened in the first place. So give me a sec here as and here he is. Hey man, I understand you got some things that you need to address and some questions and the questions that need to be answered right now.
Speak to your subscribers and stuff first to get everything ready. I'm doing something real quick.
Okay. First of all, once again, welcome to my page. I thank all my subscribers for liking and sharing this page. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on this channel. Because remember, this channel is not all about BS. It's not all about drama. It's all about trying to have fun. But at the same time, today's topic.
Stop, 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 stop. This live ain't gonna be fun. I just want to let you know this live ain't gonna be fun.
No, not this one.
And
Not this live.
as a matter of fact, there's gonna be a lot of name calling in this live. To the to, speak to your audience. Let me I'm doing something real quick. Speak to your audience.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, because but this live is different. Some things have got to be addressed. But once again, I thank my audiences for coming on here, liking, and subscribing to my channel. So as I'm waiting for my friend here to come back up. After he's doing what he's doing. But like I said, this channel is still not all about the BS and not all about the drama. But today's live is different because some things have to be answered, some questions have got to be answered, and that's the reason for the title up above here. So I'm just gonna wait for him
All
to
right,
come
here I
back.
am. Here I am. Here I am. So, you the host. I mean, you the host. So you go ahead and you open it up and you base. Man, look, just do what you do. You're the
That,
host.
that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, it's okay.
Okay,
So
you're the host. You
yep,
are the
it's up.
host. So what do you want to ask me?
I want to ask you, what is going on? Because I know some things have been really going on this YouTube streets about a bunch of stuff going on. And I understand you want me to share something here about this.
I didn't want you to share anything. What are you talking about? I sent you the. You didn't watch the video I sent you.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, and
Then that's wait. Hold on. Then that's what we're live about, right?
yeah, and the live is
So
about.
wait, listen, son. You know what the live is about, right?
Yes, I know what the live is about,
Wait,
but
wait. You look. You gotta listen to me. You know what the live is about. So why would you ask me about what was going on YouTube when you already know what the live is about because I called you? So why would okay, I keep forgetting who I'm talking to. It don't matter. Go ahead. Go ahead and say
all
what
right.
you're gonna say. I keep forgetting who I'm talking to.
Well, I wanted you to address it too, but I'm going to address it now. But there was a video, sort of a live that was addressed, and it was
The
very
word, the
disturbing
word,
whenever I
the
saw it.
word, the word, the word is called particular, and it wasn't a live. It was a short video. It was not a
I know,
live. Okay, this I'm just correcting you because it wasn't a live. It was a video short, from a private phone conversation. Now, how that person got it, I don't know. Now, this is one time I can say, even though I can't stand him, but I'm glad that he put it out there. Now, the question is it authentic or is it real? Because if it's real, then the third individual on that call two time to me because I have a receipt from that person saying differently that they didn't like the fact that those two did what they did in the chat. And that person wanted me to, Jason, please just talk. Okay. Just go ahead and talk because I'm frustrated right now. Just go ahead and talk, and then I'll when you're done, I'll speak, please.
all right, and hello to you, Alex. Thank you for coming into the chat. Uh, but um, but yeah, I mean, we all know how this stupid motherfucker is good at trying to mix shit up, and mixing conversations up, But at the same time, I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know how this motherfucker got this this phone conversation, but at the same time, this could this could be authentic, you know. But at the same time, it could be real. I'm not sure, but I'm just trying to
Hold
figure
on,
out
hold on, hold on,
how did it
hey,
hey, oh, hold on. How did this motherfucker
better
get
watch
this
your
stuff?
mouth.
Hey, Lou, calm down. You know, let me finish. I'll go ahead and let you finish. You'll start, okay? But at the same time, we know how this motherfucker, is good at trying to, make up conversations and try to take people's voices and use this AI thing to make people think it's real. But at the same time, on the individuals here, they've been known to do things. But I mean, it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing here, folks. Which is why I say people need to watch who they're talking to and then watching how people are. I mean, but we all know how No Truth is very good at making up crap as he goes along and how he does things because I'm telling you, this AI stuff is just unbelievable. I mean, this is why I don't fool around with this AI stuff. But it was a disturbing video of a private phone conversation, and how he got this conversation is beyond what I know. But I'm gonna let St. Louis go ahead and he'll tell more of what's going on because he's definitely got a lot to say because it's a very disturbing video. So Lou, you can go ahead and say what you need to say. Okay.
Okay, so how many people are watching?
So far, three.
Okay, so I looked at the video 3 times. That wasn't AI because there were things that were said on that phone conversation that wasn't AI. Now, how he got the phone conversation, I don't know, but I think I do know. Now, there was a live that was done. I think, damn, it had to be about 3 weeks ago, right? So the third individual, because I don't give a fuck about them other two coons, and yeah, I said coons. So whoever who don't like it, you know what you can do. The third individual that was on that call told me, come up on the panel, don't say nothing. We will talk after the live was over. Because that person didn't want the other two coons to get mad at them for me being up there. So they told me, don't say anything. Do you think I'm gonna just come up there on the platform and just fucking not say nothing? When I heard that goddamn shit on that video, first of all, I had to listen to it 3 times. I looked at my receipt. I said, okay, you say one thing on this receipt here, but you on this phone conversation saying something different. I listened to it again. Listen to it again. Listen to it again. I could, like I said, the other two motherfuckers, they don't mean shit. We already know them motherfuckers, them weird motherfuckers ain't loyal to nobody. One motherfucker believe that they in the entertainment industry, and the other one live in fantasy land. You already know what kind of fantasy land I'm talking about. But the third person said they wanted to talk to me. They said they were having problems with their phone and that they wanted me to come up on the panel, not say anything until after the live was over. So once the live ended, me and that individual talked up there for 30 minutes. St. Louis, are you sure? Yes, because I recorded it. We talked up there for 30 minutes. He apologized to me about one of them bastards blocking me. He apologized about bringing that stuff to YouTube. You know, when he said all that stuff about me, he apologized to me. I got the receipt. Remember, St. Louis records everything. So when I hear this tape, this recording of this phone conversation, I'm like, okay, because first, when I first heard it, I thought that this was something AI generated. But when you keep listening, and I'm gonna get to them other two bitches in a minute. I'm gonna get to them in a minute because I'm gonna blast both of they goddamn asses. Especially that second one. Because that second one contradict themselves so fucking much. One minute they say they don't watch The False Prophet, but yet they be over there with different profiles, laughing, thinking all that stuff is funny. Anyway, um, I don't do the two-faced shit. If a person don't want me on their panel, don't tell me one thing because I was up there 3 different times. We talked 3 different times up on the panel when the live ended. Because one time Sour Patch was up there. That's when we did when they did the Whitney Houston thing. Sour Patch was up there. So after that live ended, um, I was up there talking with that person. That was the third and final time that I was up there talking to them, right? Because they kept saying, well, this is the way we could communicate because they kept saying they had phone problems. They said we could communicate like this. When you see me live, just come up, and just don't say nothing and then just put in the back chat, let me know who you are. And I won't say anything, just don't say nothing because I don't want nobody knowing that me and you were talking. Okay, well, my thing is if you grown, I'm grown. I don't give a fuck who know who I talk to because what do I always say? Ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. I'm grown, right? So I talk to who I want to talk to. So why do you want to hide the fact that you're talking to me? I don't understand that. Because if it was me, if somebody said, well, you can't be talking to so and so, first of all, I'm gonna tell them to kick rocks. Because don't nobody tell me who I can and can't talk to. Now, where that clown got the phone conversation from, I don't know. Maybe somebody over there is a rat and they low key talking to him. Remember, like how your picture got out? The one that's on the billboard about your unpaid child support? That one. I don't you I told you who I suspected gave it to him, right? And I'm gonna throw it in your face. I'm gonna say your so-called friend, right? Because you know me, I don't give a fuck. I'm just blunt. I say what I feel and I feel what I say. I told you from Jump Street that that's who gave it to him. And then think about this too. Remember when they wanted to do a bet to talk to him? Remember? When you put 2 and 2 together, what do you come out with? The number 4. So when you put 2 and 2 together, you come out with the number 4. So here's the thing. How did that person get the phone call? Because No Edges on her same old YouTube channel just got done laughing on a community post. Was No Edges in on that conversation? But either way, I'm glad it's out there because now I know what type of person I was dealing with. Them other two coons We already know those two weird coons. Yes, you're a coon. Yes, you are a coon. And then the other one had the nerve to call somebody a mammy coon. How you gonna call somebody a mammy coon when you a coon yourself? I don't do that. The two faces. That's why that other fella that's over there with them, the one that's the gay expert all of a sudden, but when they was on my channel, they was against the gay stuff, right? But now that they over there with them, now they a big expert in gay stuff. Okay. I sit back, I observe, I watch. It's a chess game. I sit back and I watch people. People can say, oh, I'm loyal, we cool, blah, blah, blah. I sit back and I test the motives, the means. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I test people's motives. Hey, Alec, how you doing? I see you in the chat. I test people's motives and everything like that, right? I test people's motives because uh anybody, anybody can say that they're your friends. Um, Anybody can say they cool with you, but how is that person like when you're not around? So when I heard that recording, I said, okay, you telling me you don't want nobody to know we talking, and I can prove it. I can prove it. You know me, I record everything. He said that he didn't want nobody knowing we was talking. My thing is, you grown, you and I both are grown adults. And I'm not gonna call him names. I heard what he said about me on the phone conversation. I'm not gonna get up here and call him names because I know that's what the person that put their phone conversation out want me to do. But them other two, I don't mind calling them names. And like I said, they don't want me to get to talking because I know. Okay, we just gonna leave it like that. But to hear the motherfuckers say, the motherfuckers on there tell him, well, I told you, so and so, so and so. So when I confronted the cross-eyed coon, the cross-eyed coon said, I ain't block you. I already know you did. Because within 5 minutes after I commented, I was blocked. Okay. So I emailed the co-host. I said, remember you told me if I commented, wasn't nobody gonna block me, right? Well, look what just happened. That person apologized that the cross-eyed coon blocked me. They apologized for it. They seem to be upset and disappointed. You understand? They seem to be upset. They seem to be upset. They seem to be upset about it. So my thing is, why are you telling me one thing, but then you going back telling Coon one and Coon two something totally different? See, I'm from the hood. I don't deal with people that do that. I don't deal with folks that do that two-faced stuff. I, I don't do that because I've even gotten on to you, Jason. I've even gotten on to you about that. I don't do that two-faced stuff. I am open and I'm blunt with what I say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell somebody one thing and then tell somebody else something different. So I'm weird and I'm all this other shit, but you the one told me to come up there, don't say nothing, because you didn't want nobody knowing we was talking. And we talked 30 minutes the first time after the live ended. 45 minutes the second time when I came up there. And then the third time we talked for 20 minutes. All of it is recorded because said to myself, I said, let me record this because I don't want no lies being told. So the idiot that put their phone conversation out, I'm kind of glad he did it. That's one time I could say the bitch did something right. But how he got it, I don't know. But with no edges on her same old YouTube channel, laughing, maybe she might have had something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe they wiretap dude's phone. I don't know. But either way, I'm glad it's out there because I could care less than a damn what two coons say about me. And the second one can't talk about nobody because they look like a fucking coon. And how the fuck you gonna call somebody weird when you the weirdest motherfucker on here? Call me weird, but every time them motherfuckers need me for something, they always come to me for that. That's why I said I'm not doing nothing for nobody else. If it ain't me, myself and me, I'm not doing nothing for nobody else. I done helped out too many people on this fucking app. I done helped out the two coons. I done helped you out. I done helped out Alec. I done helped out the other person. I done helped out other folk. I'm done. The days of me helping people are over with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is for themselves. Just like when Coon 2 wanted you to tell me the flag stuff that I saw that was about them. What did I tell you? I said, I don't anybody that want me to do something for them, they gotta come out of pocket. If not, don't ask me to do nothing because I ain't never came on here and asked nobody to report nothing for me because I know how to do that on my own. So you keep sharing your friends out, and I'm talking to you. Whatever your name is, Forever Chosen or whatever you want to be called, you continue to share your friends out. But how do you know they ain't talking about you on the phone, about your child support situation? How you know they ain't on the phone talking about you? I could care less of the damn what they say about me. I'm just disappointed in the third individual that was on that call. But if they talk about me, what make you think they ain't talking about your ass?
It's very possible they are, very possible they are talking about me, and if they are, I don't give a shit what they say about me, I mean, I don't even talk to them, I mean, you know how I am. I'm not on these YouTube streets a whole lot, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, and I'm very
Yeah,
disappointed,
and while we're live, didn't you want to address the clown about putting videos out about you and about you know your your child support situation, and then about the AI stuff with you holding the baby? You care to address any of that? Him attacking your wife and kids?
Oh yeah, I care to address it. Now, clown, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't give into your shit, You know I know your game. And deep down you can't get me. Deep down you can't make me act a certain way. But when it comes to my kids and my wife, I'm gonna draw the fucking line right now. And this is the only time I'm gonna fucking tell your ass. This is the only time I'm gonna tell your fucking ass. You better cut that shit out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or something may happen where you're gonna go through some shit that you're not expecting, And this is a fact, motherfucker. Now, I'm gonna tell you this one time, clown. This is the only time I'm gonna tell you. If you got something to say to me, why don't you come to me and say it in person? Come and say it to me in person. Be a man and quit hiding behind these YouTube streets, behind the computer. You are such a coward. You got to go ahead and make up bullshit stories on these YouTube streets and want to go ahead and try to get some content. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm not giving you any kind of content whatsoever. So spare me the details of what the fuck you're doing on here because I'm telling you right now, You're not gonna fucking talk about my wife no more. You're not gonna talk about my kids no more. And no, I don't owe child support. Just so you know, I'm not divorced. I'm none of that. I'm not divorced at all. My wife
Me
and I are
too.
cool. You
Ooh,
know what
excuse
I'm
me.
saying? You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I sneezed.
Okay, okay.
Repeat what
But
you said again. You
no,
don't.
what I
You
was,
don't what?
I don't, I don't give into bullshit. He's trying to get me to act a certain way, and I'm
No, I'm
glad.
talking about no, no, no. You said you don't owe what?
No, no, I said I don't owe child support. My wife and I are, my wife and I are not divorced. I don't owe any kind of child support.
Who
I'm
you
there for
do?
my.
Oh, well, I was clearing my throat.
Okay, okay. But my wife and I are good. We're still married, and we're still happy with our children. So whoever's spreading out the lies along with truth can shut the fuck up right now, because I don't come on here bothering
Who you
anybody on these YouTube
do?
streets. So you all need to cut this shit out right now. You know, I'm
Hello?
just saying here. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm here.
okay.
You know,
I
I'm
was
just
just
saying
making
here.
sure the live didn't end it.
No, no live's still here. No, I'm getting fed up because I'm getting fed up with that bullshit. You know, people saying that I owe child support or I got arrested or warrant off my arrest for unpaid child support. I mean, where did that bullshit get started at? You know, because I'm getting fed up with this shit. You know, and once again, clown, I am not going to entertain your sorry ass. You want to be entertained? Go entertain yourself. Go entertain yourself and go do some of your sorry, pathetic life. Because I have no interest in entertaining your sorry ass.
Oh, my allergies. You do. Oh, oh.
So, but no, but yeah, go ahead, and say more what you need to say about this whole situation here.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, anyway, it's allergy season, y'all. I know when I sneeze, it sounds like I say you do. But anyway, I just don't got time for people. That stuff don't even bother me. When I heard it, I thought the shit was fake, but then I kept listening. I said, no, this shit. I said, because how would he, you know what I'm saying? How would he know that? But like I said to that individual, I'm disappointed because you are the one that told me to come up there and to wait and that we would talk when the live ended. You said when I come up there, put in the back chat that it's me because you didn't want to get me confused with Reed's dumbass. You didn't want to get me confused with him. And you said we'll communicate like this. And that you didn't want nobody knowing we were talking because you said you didn't want no problems for me and you said you didn't want no problems for you. But see, with me, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm a teenager that I got to get permission to talk to somebody. Like I said, last I checked, everybody's supposed to be grown. So why the fuck is everybody sneaking around talking to folks and then okay, so here goes somebody texting me. Oh, I already know who that is. Anyway, I'm gonna ignore that because I'm gonna say what I want to say, whether you want me to say it or not. So you may as well quit texting me. So anyway, I don't know why folks feel like they have to sneak and talk to somebody to keep the other person or people from finding out and get mad about it. Last I checked, we all grown. Because on my end, I talk to who I want to talk to. If I don't want to talk to somebody, I don't want to talk to somebody. I ain't gotta, hey, I can't talk to you because Susie over there gonna get mad. And if Susie find out, that we talking, Susie gonna get mad. Well, yeah, I gotta sneak and do it because if Bill find out we talking, Bill gonna get mad. I don't give a fuck who get mad because I ain't gotta answer to nobody. I don't have to answer to nobody on this internet about who I talk to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said there's only one. There's only one individual on here that I know without a shadow of a doubt that ain't never fucked me over. And that's Essie Berry. That's the only one that ain't never fucked me over, ain't never talked about me behind my back, been real with me, been upfront with me. And that's why I said out of all of these people, I got respect and admiration for her. Ain't never, never, never went sideways on me. Ain't never did that. She's the only one out of this whole group of people that I can say without a shadow of a doubt that ain't never went sideways on me. But to them other two motherfuckers that's two-faced, I heard what y'all said, and y'all can kick rocks, y'all can kick dust. I could, I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me, but I do know a lot. So, like I said, don't start fucking with me, because I know a lot. I know that there's been a lot of lying going on, and I know there's been a lot of two-faced stuff going on because Coon 2 don't even like Coon 1. So Coon 2 don't want to get me started because I can let Coon 1 know a lot of things that Coon 2 told me about Coon 1. And this was like a year ago. So I don't think Coon 2 want to get started. And I'm not about to go back and forth with Coon 2. That's why I kept telling you um, when you were doing things for Coon 2, that's why I kept telling you, okay, you're gonna get into some shit. I said, when you get into some shit, what did I tell you? I said, don't come back telling me nothing. I said, because I warned you. And when you told me that your channel was getting hit up and that when you told Coon 2 about your channel getting hit, and when Coon 2 didn't say nothing, and when they, kind of like turned on you, what did I tell you? I said, that's your fault. Because you know how that person is, and you were doing all that stuff for them. They wanted you to put out videos about people. I told you, I said, your channel started getting flagged. Watch that person gonna stop that. Watch that person gonna slither away. And sure enough, when you came to me about your channel getting flagged, I said, what I tell you? I said, didn't I tell you they was gonna do that? But you didn't listen to me. So, like they say, hard head make a what? Soft ass. But on my end, the days of me doing anything, but if it's Lady Blue, I don't mind because Lady Blue is a beautiful individual. I don't have an issue with doing anything for Lady Blue. All I ask for in return is loyalty. But Lady Blue and her sister are the only two that ain't never went sideways on me. Never. You and them other ones have went sideways on me. Lady Blue has never done it, and neither has her sister went sideways on me. But as far as about the recording, I'm disappointed in the third individual. Like, if you didn't want me up on your platform, like, why would you tell me that to come up, wait till the show end, and then we talk for 35 minutes behind the scenes on the panel when the live ended? You wanted to make sure it ended before we even started talking. He apologized to me about that whole incident, when he did that messy stuff, you know, we talked. Second time he did a live, uh, there was like a certain code thrown out for me to come up. I did. Told me don't say nothing. I did what I was told. He told me don't say anything. He didn't want to get in trouble with them. Nobody. So, like I said, fuck them other two motherfuckers. They don't mean a goddamn thing to me. Them weird motherfuckers. At least one thing I can say, I keep my house clean. I don't have roaches running around my goddamn place. I'm not on probation. I didn't scam elderly people. You know what I'm saying? My family members didn't come on here talking about me. I don't have a brother that's going back dating one of my ops. I mean, none of my family members ain't never came on here and talked about me. So I'm just saying. And I will say this. I will say this. Because I know they watching. I know they watching. Coon 2 watches everything that I do. Let me whisper something. Did you tell people what really happened to Spook? Because if the man was alive, the man would have been back on here. It's been a year, almost 2 years. Did you tell him what really happened? I'm gonna leave it at that. What did I say a couple of weeks ago? That Spook was deceased, right? How would I know that? I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. People need to leave me alone. For real. Just because I know a lot of things about a lot of people. I know a lot of things about certain people that I haven't aired on this app. But let people keep on pushing me. So you ain't gotta worry. I won't be back over there no more. See, they possess people. They possess people. They they do the little sneaky shit. And then when I confronted both of them, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't know who did it. Lying motherfucker. I just heard on the recording that y'all both admitted that y'all did it. But when I confronted their ass about it, they both tried to lie about it. And I'm talking about Coon 1 and Coon 2. I'm not talking about the co-host. I'm talking about Coon 1 and Coon 2. That is who I'm talking about. And them motherfuckers supposed to be religious. I told you, them religious motherfuckers is the worst ones. Couldn't nobody sell me a ticket to go to church ever again. You could not give me a ticket, a raffle ticket to go to anybody's church. But what all do you have to say, sir?
Just very disgusted and disappointed about this whole thing. I mean, like you said, they didn't want you over there. They should have never had you over there. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Wait, 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 wait,
You
wait,
know what I'm
wait,
saying?
wait, 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 hold it. It ain't no they because Coon 1 and Coon 2 don't own nobody platform.
No,
So who
I
are
know.
you talking about?
And actually,
The third per- you
that's
talking
what I'm
about the
talking about.
third person? You talking about the
No,
third person?
yeah, him too. Him too. I mean, all of them. I'm talking about all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, 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 wait. Listen, listen, listen. Coon 1 and Coon 2 don't own that third person's platform. So what do you mean they? You mean the third person. That's who you mean, right?
Yeah, him too. Yes.
You keep saying him too. When you say two, look, let me say it to you slowly so you'll understand what I'm talking about. When you mute your mic, please. When you say him too, listen to what I said. See, and people wonder why I get frustrated. I had to tell somebody this morning when I ordered at a restaurant. I told him 3 times what I wanted. What you say you wanted eggs and toast and bacon? I said for the third time, I want my eggs well done. I want wheat toast and I want bacon. I had to tell him 4 times what I wanted. So let me tell it to you slowly so you will understand. So you won't be forever slow of hearing. Let me say it again. Coon 1 and Coon 2 possesses people. What do I mean? When they are talking to somebody, they don't want nobody else talking to them. Coon 2 is known for possessing people. They did it with Trevor and they did it with other people. What I said, if that person did not want me coming up, I'm talking about the third person, not Coon 2 and not Coon 1. I'm talking about the third individual, the one that wanted me to come up so we could talk when the live ended. Now, do you understand? Or do I have to explain it again?
No, I understand. He didn't want you coming up. He should have never, said anything to begin with, And then I'm disappointed in him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just ridiculous, and
But
that people
here's my
got to be like
question.
that.
I'm trying to figure out, how did the clown get their phone conversation? Did he wiretap Coon One's phone? He got in it some kind of way.
I think he did. And I mean, he hacks other people's pages. He's probably good at hacking, and tapping the phone lines.
Or could it be they all are working together?
That's a possibility.
It could be that they all are working with him.
It could be, yes.
Have
It
you
could
ever
be.
thought about that? You ever thought about that?
Yeah, I've thought about that.
Let
I've
me
thought
ask you
about
something.
that.
Are you working for him?
Heck no. I do not, not like any of them. You know what I mean? I will never work with anyone like that. I don't do shady shit like that. I mean, I got no reason to talk to any of these individuals.
Okay, if you say so. So, when are you gonna do part 3 of the lot lizard video so we can finally shut her up?
I don't know. Probably maybe the next day or so, because, well, I'm definitely trying to shut her up, of the lies that she makes up.
Yeah, yeah, she's a coon too. So
And that's a good reason why I'm not even on these YouTube streams a whole lot because I just see a bunch of bullshit that goes on. I don't got time for it. I got shit going on, in my life, that I got to take care of, and I actually have a life. And, I don't have time to be fooling around with a bunch of individuals who have no life on these YouTube streets.
and I definitely have a life. Now, one thing I'm gonna say about me, I don't owe no child support. I'm not on no probation. I'm not sneaking around and doing things and giving out money and money that's not mine. I don't have to do that. I'm free. I'm single. I'm free. I can do what I please. That's the reason why when I come on here, I mostly just watch folks. But like I said again, what I say again is people possess people. That's why when I heard that other person over there, that's now the gay expert, you told me they be all over there and stuff. I said let them. I'm not gonna say anything. I just sit back and I just observe people because when they were over here with me, they were very outspoken against that stuff. But now it seemed like since they over there with them, now they all a fan of it. That they become an expert at it. And I said what I said. And I know the clown gonna take what I said and use it in a short. Yeah, you could do that. I said what I said. I did, and what about it? Who who gonna whoop my ass for what I said? Nobody. I said what I said. You know, uh, that person has become an expert in that type of stuff. I said, damn. I was saying to myself, I said, damn, they know a lot. I said, hmm. Hmm. I said, wow, if they become an expert at it. So, you know, anyway, I'm about to get off here. I got things to do. I got errands to run. I got bills to pay. Then I got a grocery shop and get ready for I don't celebrate 4th of July. You already know my stance on that. But anyway, are you still doing that interracial dating garbage Sunday?
I don't know. I gotta see. If not this Sunday, I may have to choose another day for that. Talking about interracial relationships. Because definitely, you know, definitely, interracial relationships are very cool. Because because it don't matter who you are. Don't matter. What your skin color is. Because as long as you love that person, from the heart, that's all that matters. But at the same time,
Well, I
I
have
got
my preference. I have my preference, and you already know my preference. But like I said, I'm open to whoever, but I got, my number one preference, but like I said, I'm starting to be more open about that too. So, like I said, just be careful about who you share out. Just be careful about who you interact with because there's a lot of people on here that's not who they post to be. Like I said, with this situation here, that I won't be coming up there no more. So, that person ain't got to worry. I don't like two-faced people. Like you tell me one thing, you tell me you don't want nobody knowing we talking. You tell me that you apologize that you told them don't be blocking nobody. If you didn't tell them to do it, they didn't have a right to do it. And like I said, I got receipts to prove that too. And you say that this is the only way for us to communicate. That you want to know how things are going with me, but then I'm hearing this audio and it's like you're saying something totally different that contradicts everything. Now, I could be messy and I could give Paul the actual recording that I have where we were talking up on the panel when nobody else was there and how you didn't want it to be known that we were talking because you didn't want no problems for the two of us. Like I said, I can take the heat. I'm grown, you know. I don't owe anybody an explanation. I don't owe anybody anything. If I talk to somebody, I ain't gotta be worried about, well, if Joe find out I'm talking to Tom, Joe gonna be mad. Fuck Joe. Let Joe be mad if I'm talking to Tom. Or if Ann is mad that Sally is talking to Rebecca and Bailey. Fuck what they say. If they get mad and find out, fuck them. You grown, right? So if you grown, why should you be concerned about somebody finding out that you're communicating with somebody that they don't like? But like I said, they can possess you. They can have you. Shit. I don't go where I ain't want it, but don't have me come up there and then you going back saying something totally different because now that makes you out to be two-faced. And I don't deal with people that do that type of stuff. Because you think I'm gonna just come up there and just sit and not say nothing? Like, did you really do that? And then to go back and tell them, I don't know why he's sitting there, but you're the one that told me to come up, sir. I don't just go up on people platforms and just sit and not say nothing. I did what you asked me to do. You told me not to say anything, and I didn't. You said you didn't want to be getting into it with nobody about talking to me because of what happened before when you brought that stuff to YouTube and you apologized to me about it. So why would you go back and tell them something totally different? But then with me up on the platform, you're telling me that you was gonna get onto them about blocking me, that you don't like when people just block people without you telling them to. But it's all good though. And to them two coons over there that was talking about me on there, fuck you, because ain't nothing good gonna come to either one of you. Ain't nothing good gonna come to either one of them. Like I said, my family ain't dating one of my ops. And hopefully that individual wears a condom fucking that other person, because ain't no telling where that pussy done been. Ain't no telling where that done been. That done probably done been up in probably every goddamn dog in the goddamn neighborhood that's been up in that motherfucking train wreck. But like I said, my family members ain't dating my aunt. My family members ain't came on here talking about my ass. And lastly, ain't no family member ever come on here and say that I did anything to a relative that unalived them to get their money. So it is what they is. Whoever who talk about me, they talking about themselves. How the fuck they gonna call somebody weird? Well, you got motherfuckers on here saying that they was in singing groups. You got motherfuckers on here that say that they done dated celebrities and all that goddamn shit, that they know certain people and all. It's, like I said, man, it's just la la land. A lot of these people are in la la land. I don't give a fuck what they say about me. If you don't like me, why are you subscribed to my channel? Why you come over and watch every goddamn thing I do? Why is it that when I share somebody out, y'all are over there? You don't like me so goddamn much, but you steady watch me. You steady follow me. When you get into situations, you come looking for me. Like I said, fuck them both. They can kick rocks. Anyway, I'm done unless you got something else to say, because I pretty much just said what I had to say. But like I said, with that third person, I'm done with him too. I don't do fake stuff. I was willing to give you a second chance, but I don't know how that idiot got that phone conversation. He put it out there, but this is one time I can say the son of a bitch did something right. But his motive and his objective was to star shit. He wasn't doing it because he wanted me to hear it. He did it because he wanted to get some shit started. Well, you're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get, because I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody. It's disappointing to hear how that third person was talking about me. But like I said again, sir, you're the one that told me to come up there. And I got the receipt to prove that you didn't even want me letting it be known that we were talking. You did not want me telling nobody that we were talking. And what did I tell you? I said I'm not, because you didn't want to get into no trouble with nobody. But here's my thing to that person. You let Coon One get away with everything. Coon One comes over there and Coon One shows his ass, acts like a fool, uses all types of filthy language. Now, mind you, it is a supposed to be a sanctified, set apart platform, right? Sanctified means holy. Sanctified means set apart. What does set apart mean? Set apart from the world, right? But when Coon 1 and Coon 2 go over there, it turns into Jerry Springer. So Coon 1 and Coon 2 has a history, like I said again, of possessing people. That's why Coon 1 has lost so many friends, because of Coon 2, and because the fact that Coon 1 likes to possess people. Coon 1 and Coon 1's mind, he is only supposed to be friends with that person. That person can't be friends with nobody else. Why you think Marcella walked away? Why you think Goodytopia walked away? Why you think Yolanda walked away? Why you think Hargrove walked away? Why you think all them people walked away from Coon One? Because they were trying to possess them. And what does possession mean? Ownership. Ownership. You can only talk to me, but you can't talk to nobody else. That's not how. friendships go. You can't tell a person, you can't tell a person who they can and can't talk to, right? You cannot possess a person, tell them who they can and can't talk to. Like with me, I don't possess Paul, but I will warn Paul about a person. But I will never tell Paul, you can't talk to so and so. I let Paul find out on his own. It's my job to warn Paul, but it's Paul's job to discern for himself. And before I leave, I'm going to leave you with this here. Now, y'all see why I don't deal with niggas. Now, you see why I don't fuck with niggas. There's a difference between being a foundational black person, and there's a difference in being a fucking coon. There's two, like Oprah Winfrey, a fucking coon. Half of these fucking celebrities are coons. They coon for white folks. There's only two real foundational black people that I've come across on this app that's authentic and real. And that's Lady Blue, and that's Essie Berry, and Linda Dorsey. Those are the only three. The rest of them are coons. And I know what they're gonna say. Oh, he talking about the other people that he talked to. No, I'm not. I'm talking about you. When I say coon, it ain't racist. It's me calling your character out. I told you. What did I say? If I compare you to an animal, that means I think very low of you. It has nothing to do with your color of your skin, because a white person can be ignorant just as well as a black person can be ignorant. If I call you an animal, it's because of the way, number one, is because I don't have any respect for you. So if I call you a dog, a ape, a monkey, an orangutan, or a coon, it's because I think of you lowly, and I think of you as an animal. If I compare you to an animal, that means I have no respect for you. That means I don't like you. That means you're garbage to me. And a coon is a garbage eater. That's what a coon is. A coon is a garbage eater. You understand what I'm saying? So, human terms, what is a garbage eater in human terms? People that love to spread bullshit, people that love to eat lies, gossip, drama, backstabbing, like the two weird motherfucking coons that I'm talking about right now. So, I'm going to tell you again, be leery of your so called friends, coon one and coon two. Right? All right. Y'all have a good day. And remember, don't be a coon. Peace. And that's all I got to say about that.
Well said, man. Well said. Because people need to stop acting that low like that. And I mean it's just ridiculous. And I'm very disappointed in that individual who third individual who did this. And this is a good reason why I do not get involved on these two streets a whole lot. And also, Lou, thank you again for warning me about the person, who I was dealing with when I was doing all those videos, And I was watching, but given the fact of the kind of heart that I got, I thought, I was doing something, But like I said a long time ago, I am not doing anything for anyone anymore on these YouTube streets myself. That's that. Because this platform is not going to be about drama no more. This is the only time we're addressing this situation of what's going on about the video that was played out today. So, like Lou said, you got to be careful with individuals. You got to be careful with individuals on here. You know what I'm saying? So, oh hey Lou, you something else you need to say?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I just want to let it be known if anybody decides to respond to what I said today, I'm not going back and forth with nobody on this app. I heard the phone conversation for myself. I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to it again. I'm going to listen to it again, again, and again, and again, depending on my mood, depending on how I feel, depending on how angry I get. I may send you the receipt to put out. When I send it to you, please do not narrate over it. Put it out there and let the people see for themselves, right? Because we should me and that individual talked on the platform when the live ended 3 different times, right? And I recorded it on another device so people can see it just in case if something like this happens. So to that third person, I'm gonna say once again, I'm very disappointed, but I'm not surprised. I'm very disappointed, but I'm not surprised because of who you're dealing with, especially with dealing with Coon One. And you have given, how should I say this? How many people are watching?
Right now, 6 are watching, and the highest people watch is 10 on here.
Oh, that's because it's about bullshit. When you did that live about that young man that got that got sentenced to prison, nobody watched. But like I said, bullshit sells. One thing I am gonna say about the third individual, they allow Coon One to get away with everything. They will call everybody else out, but they never call out Coon One. And they get mad when you call out Coon One, right? So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a live about me. I don't care. I won't be responding to it. Whoever who was on that call with them that leaked the call out, however the clown got it, it doesn't matter. This is one time I can say he did something right because I wouldn't have never known that that phone conversation took place. Why would you tell me to come on your platform? Why would you say a certain code for me to know it was time for me to come up there? We talked like nothing happened. He apologized to me like nothing happened. Not the damn. He apologized to me about the first incident. He said, "Yeah, I apologize for, what I did. I shouldn't have brought, you were right. I shouldn't have brought that on here, blah, blah, blah." Okay. We talked like regular people. There wasn't no cussing. There wasn't no arguing. And I told him, I said, "Well, so and so blocked me because I already knew it was one of them motherfuckers that did it." And he seemed like to me, he was mad about it. St. Louis, can you prove it? Yes. Do you have the recording? Yes. St. Louis, why do you record people? In situations where, in case of a person lying, deny. St. Louis, how many years have you been doing this? I've been recording people for years. Oh, but this wasn't on no phone. This was on the actual YouTube thing after the live ended. Now, do you really think I'm gonna just come up there and just not say nothing? I don't do that. When I come up there, I announce myself. He is the one that told me don't say anything. He didn't want to get into no type of issue with Coon. That was the main reason why he didn't want me to say nothing. Because Coon One kept saying, "Well, who was that? Who was that up there? Who was that up there?" They was in the chat saying, "Who was that up there?" But the third person already knew it was me. I'm not gonna just come up on somebody's platform and just not say nothing. I was doing what I was asked to do because that other person didn't want any problems out of Coon One. So I did what I was asked. But don't go back trying to make it look like, well, I don't know why he up there and that is creepy. You the one told me to come up there, sir. You're the one that told me to come up there. And that was the second time. Because the first time you said, when we talked privately after the live ended, when I was still up there, you said we could communicate like this because I'm having problems with my phone. That's what you said. And that's what you told me. Now, based upon the audio that I heard, you couldn't be having problems with your phone. But listen here, I don't call people that don't want to be bothered. If I see a person don't want to be bothered, I don't bother them. But sir, you asked me, was it okay if we communicated like that? I said yes. The last conversation we had is the one, it was the Whitney Houston one when Sour Patch came up there. When that live ended, I talked to him for 20 minutes. He said, "Yeah, I want to know how you doing and how things are going, blah blah blah." And we talked like normal human beings. So to hear this audio, because like I said again, oh, I'm pretty sure the numbers don't went back up now, didn't it?
It's at 4 right now.
I said, I heard the audio. I said, first I thought the clown might have been doing some shit, but then I'm like, wait, hold it. So I heard something. So I went back and I listened again. I wasn't paying the other two pieces of shit no attention. I was listening to him, the third one, the third one, the co-host. And I was like, well, I'll be damned. I said, now, man, now you told me to come up on your platform and not say anything. I said, it kind of seems to me like that person is trying to please them. And it sounds like when it's with me, he's trying to please me. But let me say it right here. You ain't got to worry about my red ass. Yes, I'm red. I'm Native American. You ain't got to worry about my red Native American ass ever coming back over there again. Coon 1 and Coon 2 can possess you all they want to, but I will remind you, Coon 2 has destroyed people's platforms in the past. Trevor's, Spooks, uh, Paul's, tried to on mine. Essie's, tried to with Essie. Everywhere that person goes, destruction follows. Paul, if I ever find out, and I'm gonna say it publicly, Paul, if I ever find out that you are on the phone with both of them and you talking about me to both of them, I'm going to cut you loose too. And I'm just being real with you. If the clown ever puts out a audio of you and both of them on the phone, I'm gonna ask you right now, have you ever been on the phone with those two? And if he puts something out there to say something different, I don't care if you're at work. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you about it. So I'm gonna ask you right now publicly, if the truth puts out an audio of you on the phone with them, would it be real or would it be fake? I'm just asking you, and I expect honesty.
It
Have
would
you
be
been on
fake.
the phone with?
It,
Okay,
it
let
would
me
be.
ask you this.
It would be.
Let me
Hold
ask.
on.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay. Wait. Calm down. Don't get mad. I'm just asking a
No,
question.
no, I'm not mad. I was just gonna say, no, it will be fake because I don't talk to any of them on the phone, and I don't have any of their numbers, and don't care to have any of their numbers. I mean, I got no reason to talk to anybody on these YouTube streets on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if he were to do something like that, it would be a fake with him making up shit. Because you know me, I don't get involved with a whole lot of YouTube crap on here because it's not worth my time. I mean, Because, like I said, my page is just going to be used for fair use commentary. Not all about the bullshit. We're only addressing this because this needs to be addressed because this is some very shady stuff done by the third person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so when you listen to the audio, what did you think? Because it is not AI generated. And I'm gonna tell you, because it was something that was said on there. It was something that was said on there. And I'm like, no, this ain't fake. Because I listened to it 5 times. And I'm getting ready to listen to it again. I listened to it 5 times. 5 times I listened to it. That was not AI generated. That was their phone conversation. Now, how he got it, I don't know. Maybe they may be talking. Maybe low key, all three of them are working with him. I don't know. But either way, he got that phone call and he put the phone conversation out there. He put the phone conversation out there. So when I listened to it, I'm like, damn, how this motherfucker get their phone? Like, did he hack into it? Did he wiretap they, but it doesn't matter how he did it. I'm glad it's out there because I wouldn't have never knew. I wouldn't
He
have never
must,
knew that this
yeah,
what?
he must have wiretapped it somehow. I don't know how he did it, but normally it's impossible to do something like that unless if you're an expert working in something, you know. But at the same time, he must have somehow figured out how to wiretap it, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm, interesting. Somebody jumped. It don't matter. But anyway, as I was saying, the fact of the matter is, I'm just glad that the recording is out there. And I heard it for myself. Now it's 12:23. I have to get to the grocery store. I don't want to talk no more about this. They can go live and say whatever they want to say about me. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck about those people. I already know how both of them operate. They've been snakes for years. They're gonna continue to be snakes. Um, but like I said, the ones that's talking about people being weird, they need to just talk about their husband not knowing about their affairs. And I'm gonna just say that. And they need to just um account for why Spook isn't online. And if where is he? Because I anyway, I'm just disappointed in the third individual. So I will not be coming back up on that person's platform ever again. Um, I did what I was asked, but I don't deal with two faces stuff. So if I have to put the receipt out where that person and I talked on the thing for 30 minutes and where they told me that this was a better way for us to communicate, if I have to put that out there, if they say something reckless, then that's what I'll do. But I'm not about to call that person out their name. I'm not going to do what Reed was doing with that person. But I will say this. I s no, Michael, keep it to yourself. Anyway, man, I'm about to get going. You have a good day. It's Friday, and I got things to do. So have a good day. Peace. All well.
All right, peace out, Lou. Thank you for coming on, and this is just this situation is just totally shocking. You know about this whole thing. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know. Now, I'm going to say some things real quick, and then I'm going to get off here. So, to the third individual, I'm very disappointed in you. You know, and this, I'm going to say this for real. This is a good reason why a lot of people don't get involved with God because of people like that and many other false prophets out there. You know that do things to drive people away from God and give them a different view of God. You know, and people just need to get away of certain individuals like that. And just get away from shady people, just in general. Just get away from shady individuals in general because this is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, you know. And one thing I can say about me, I've had my flaws, you know, but the one thing I can say is, if I do something, I'm going to own up to it, and I'm going to apologize for it and not do it again. You know, but and once again, I'm not giving into no more bullshit. I am not going to go ahead and get involved with anyone that, you know, does whatever. I am not going to give into bullcrap at all. I'm not going to give into bullshit at all, you know, because it's all a game, and I'm not giving into any of it. And clown, I'm telling you right now, you can try all you like, but I am not giving into your bullshit. And however this lie got started about saying I owe child support and have a warrant for my arrest for child support, that's a big fat lie. A big fat fucking lie, and I'm going to just be real about that. Because I don't owe any child support. I owe nothing. I'm still happily married, and I still live with my children, taking care of my family. I don't have time for BS on these YouTube streets. I got a lot more going in my life than to worry about bullshit on these streets. Now, before I go, I'm going to say this. I thank all my subscribers for subscribing to my channel. Hit that like and subscribe button on my channel. Now, if anyone who's subscribed on this channel is here for mess, you all can unsubscribe and go somewhere else, because I'm not all about that. Because this channel is going to be for commentary and other things of having fun on here and talk about real things that matter. But if anyone who is subscribed to my channel is all about mess, you can keep it moving. But anyone who wants to hear real conversations, you are more than welcome to come on here. Because like I said, this channel is not going to be for BS. No more BS. So I want to give a shout out to my friend St. Louis. Thank you for coming on and bringing this to my attention, and bring it to other people's attention, you know. And shout out to you, Alec. Thank you for coming on the chat. And also shout out to you, Lady Blue, Miss Essie Berry, Linda Dorsey, and Unspoken, and everyone else who is loyal to this channel. So I just want to say thank you all for tuning in, because this situation had to get addressed today. So this is Forever Chosen, Jason Paul, about to go. I got things to do. I got to get to work. So the only thing I'm gonna say is, people, be aware and visualize and watch people who you think are your friends and who you think are very loyal to you, because you never know. They can say one thing to you in person, and they can say one thing to you behind your back. So thank you, everyone. God bless. Peace out.